So these are my boys for show, or I should say possibilities of boys for show. Closest over here is this Haverty is right there, and that is Peabody and Aquinas. Wait a minute, is that Peabody or Aquinas? Aquinas is the one behind him, and that's Peabody. And then I have Bubba's two boys, his darkest boy and the Spangle. And there's Boo Bird over there. These guys all know each other, so you'll notice the cage is pretty peaceful even though it's crowded. But they all know each other. They've cohabitated for a long time. I moved Haverty and Aquinas out, of course, and put them in the big breeder cage, but they knew them before they went, and of course they remember them. So everybody's pretty peaceful and calm. So I have 6 birds in here, and I only have 4 show boxes. My friend from the Budgie Club is coming over tomorrow to pluck them for me. They're necklaces. And I'm going to ask him his opinion on which 4 should go to the show and which one should be an alternate and which one I should just leave here. Of course, I'll take his advice into consideration. But he's been doing this for 15 years, so I'm going to guess he has a better eye for who has the lines and markings that are going to do the best on the show bench. Whereas I just see a whole bunch of pretty birdies. So I'll let you know who ended up going. Bob thinks he's going to show me how to pluck them, but I don't really want to pluck them. I'm doing a lot with my husbandry around stress reduction, and these guys they don't bite me because I've never done anything mean to them. And I don't want to start, so especially right when I'm going to put them under a lot of stress by traveling around in a car with them and taking them to a show and separating them all out into boxes and the whole thing. So I want to keep their relationship with me nice and clean. So I am not going to let Bob show me how to do it. I'm just going to ask him to do it, and I'll just tell him I'm going to chicken out and run into the next room or something. So because I'd like to, again, a lot of my husbandry is around stress reduction and giving them as natural an environment as possible. And I think if they have a handler that they trust at a show, it's going to reduce stress quite a little bit. That is Haverty calling for his Lacey. The windows and doors are open. He can hear her out there, so he calls for her every once in a while. Don't worry, bud. You'll get her back in a couple of days. The rest of these guys are all pretty much bachelors, but Haverty's the only one missing a mate. The other thing I've considered is perhaps with older birds that have a bonded mate, taking their mate along with them, even if she's not show material. But I don't think I'm going there this time because I have just enough birds. I raised the 2 perches so they're at the same height, because if you leave one up and one down, they all want to be on the top perch and then they're overcrowded. This way they can spread out, give themselves a little elbow room, and nobody feels like he's being disrespected on the lower perch. So here's they are. It kind of occurred to me I haven't named Bubba's baby boys yet. I haven't even picked a name theme for this generation. For my first collection, I named them names that had something to do with the way they looked. For my second generation, I named them last names, and I don't know what I'm doing for my third generation, so I guess I'll have a little time to think about that. I'm going to guess that Bob is not going to like Boo Bird because Boo Bird's mask is short, although he has developed some nice little round spots. The other thing he might do is both Aquinas and Peabody masks are a little on the short side as well. So I think that it's my guess that Haverty and Bubba's 2 boys are going to be a go. And he'll want to eliminate some of my yellow-faced guys who don't have long masks just yet. So we'll see. Okay, I'll keep you posted.